Recipes for Life by Amish Tripathi. Sunday lunches at our home in Kansabahai, a small town in Orissa where Papa worked for L&T, is my earliest memory of Ma's cooking. Ours was a family of modest means, and Ma had to be very careful with the limited money that she had at her disposal. Therefore, the food she put on the table was simple, but always delicious. Sunday lunch was special because of the puris and slightly more luxurious accompaniments like paneer or kaddu ki sabzi, which we could not afford daily. What made the meal more special was that we, my parents, three siblings, and I would eat together as a family. Ma made the best kaddu ki sabzi and puri. I loved her rice khichdi, warm and gooey, which she served with ghee, dahi, papad, and a sprinkle of buknu masala. I have never tasted anything as distinctive as buknu masala in any other part of India. And I remember how a mere sprinkle of it would immediately enhance the taste of even the most insipid dish. The buknu masala was Ma's favorite travel staple and would go on rotis, parathas, or whatever food we were carrying along with us. Ma is from Gwalior in MP, Madhya Pradesh, and my father is from Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh. But the food we ate was largely simple fare from the Purvanchal region of Uttar Pradesh, where meals begin with roti and end with rice. Our daily meals were largely vegetarian, comprising of dal, roti, chawal, and sabzi. Although my parents enjoyed fish, they preferred to eat it at restaurants. My strongest memory of Ma and food will always be her golden rule that we had to eat whatever was cooked for the family because it was good for us. I will never forget how Didi and I got into trouble once because we pushed away our thali when we saw Karela sabzi on them. Ma was so furious that she made us eat Karela for lunch and dinner for the entire week. I was upset back then, but I understand her better now. She would say that if we got used to having things our way right from childhood, we would not be able to handle life's ups and downs when we grew up. Quote, learn to make do with whatever you have, she would say. I am glad we got those lessons early on because now I am able to handle tough situations when they come. Festival and festivities were a huge part of our growing up years. I remember how Mahashivaratri was a big occasion at home with prayers, puja, and prasad. Festive meals were super special because everything was cooked in pure ghee, which was a luxury in those days. Ma brought out her stock of basmati rice on these occasions to make delicious pulao. Festivals also meant we got to enjoy 3 to 4 sabjis instead of one. Kheer was a staple at these meals. I have always had a sweet tooth and sometimes crave Ma's delicious besan laddus and her hand churned shrikhand, a dish that involved an elaborate 2-day process. Since she believed in healthy and nutritious eating, we kids were rarely allowed to eat store bought snacks. Instead, she made sweet and savory varieties of matri for us to snack on when we returned from school or from the playground. Unlike Papa, Ma was never the pampering kind. She told me much later that she read in the Chanakya Nidhi that parents should envelop their kids in love till they are around 5 years old so that they are stable and secure. To be tough with them between the ages 5 and 16 so that they learn to be disciplined and committed to hard work. And from the age of 17, parents should become their friends. Ma did exactly that. I remember when I was in boarding school, she would write me long letters about life, philosophy, and how to lead a fulfilled life. She would write about the importance of good education, determination, commitment to excellence, and integrity. Ma is the very foundation of who I am and what I have achieved in my life. Despite being the tougher parent, Ma was incredibly generous, especially towards her children. Milk was expensive for us back then, and so was butter, but she made sure all four of us got a glass of milk every morning before going to school. She controlled how much butter we got to eat, insisting it was not good for us. Later in life, Ma made friends with the wife of one of Papa's colleagues and learned to make baked aubergines from her. Ma's Indianized version of the dish became a family favorite, and I looked forward to being treated to it every birthday. Ma is 79 now, and although she loves cooking even today, she ventures into the kitchen only on rare occasions. When my nephew visited from the UK, she made kaddu ki sabzi, puri, and baked aubergine for him, and all of it disappeared from the table in the blink of an eye.